Right, to kick things off, we're going to get started with Jess Lishak, who is the women's officer and the organiser of this absolutely phenomenal evening.
Hello. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to Reclaim the Night 2015. We have come together tonight, over 1,800 people, to raise our collective voices to speak out against sexual violence against women, street harassment, rape culture and victim blaming. This event has been the biggest yet, and it most definitely would not have been possible without the unbelievable hard work and dedication that has been put in by so many campaigners. Women who have taken the lead to get everyone to come together and reclaim the night. From banner making to door knocking, lecture shout outs to decorating the union, this just couldn't happen without all of your help. So thank you all. That they've been too scared to take their bins out, too scared to open their doors, and too scared to come onto campus. We also marched for the countless women who have suffered sexual violence that never made the headlines and that happened mainly behind closed doors. It is clear that we are at war, and it's a war that's been raging for years. Reclaim the Night, starting in 1977 as a response to the police's advice given during the sexual attacks of the Yorkshire Ripper. They were started because women were told to avoid being attacked. Women were being told to not leave their houses. Women were being blamed for the harm inflicted on them. And nearly 40 years later, women are still being told to avoid attacks. We are still being told not to leave our houses, to not walk alone. We are still being blamed. We do not have the choice to be accompanied everywhere we go. We must stop telling women that this is a viable option for our safety. But these safety tips, when they say our skirts are too short, we say don't rape. When they say watch our drink, we say don't rape. Reclaim the Nights have allowed us for the past 40 years to raise our voices, and this time will not be our last. We will continue to shout, to be heard, to light up the city, and say that we have the right to say no to unwanted advances, harassment and sex. The right to say no, I will not stay indoors. The right to say this is not right and we deserve better. At Manchester, we get it. We get that rape happens on our campuses and in our communities. We get that we need to be doing something about it, and we get that that needs to be something different. We also get that this has to be a change of the whole narrative. So I can promise you now that when the media come knocking on my door, asking me to share my safety tips for women students, I will tell them in no uncertain terms, men, don't rape, and teach our boys that consent is vital. We will fight to have affirmative consent on our curriculums so that we can teach our boys and men that consent isn't something fluffy, to love, or to find sexy, or to completely ignore. Consent is vital. It is required, and it isn't complicated. Unless a woman has given enthusiastic consent, it is rape. The question of how we create this change is always daunting. What do you do when you're faced with a tide of misogyny and hurt so strong it can knock down even the most resilient and fierce in our society? But when one of us falls, we must come in our numbers to pull each other up, because it's only through our collective power that we can create real change, because together we are stronger. Tonight we've started. We've spoken out loud, screamed, shouted about our rage, our anger and our pain. We have made these issues visible, demonstrated the strength of feeling, shown that we will not go quietly. What we've started tonight does not end here. It's an ongoing fight. We are at war. I can say that when our MP is more concerned about student parties and noise complaints than women being raped on our street, we will not let him forget it. budget cuts come, we will resist. When they threaten the closures of the very support services that keep this women in the city alive, we will not be silent. We will fight. Woo! Enjoy listening to the incredible women speakers, performers and DJ tonight, and thank you all for coming and making Reclaim the Night 2015 too visible to ignore.